Hello, Stampin' friends. How are you doing today? I got a little adjusting to do here. Hopefully that'll work, not shaking you up too much. How are you doing today? Hello and welcome to Linda's Stampin' Escape. If you are just joining me, pop on the comments section and say hello. I'd like to know you're here. It'd also be fun if you would say where you're from. So say hello in the comment box. Let me know where you're from, or if you want, how long I've known you. Let's just have a little fun tonight before we start. I'm going to see if I can get our spinny game to work tonight. We did not announce last week. I should say I did not announce last week's winner. So we're going to do that first thing today. And hopefully I can get the little spinner to work. I thought I had it all set up before we started, so just waiting to see if anybody's here. Say hello in the comments below. Tonight we are going to do watercoloring with acrylic blocks. This is something that I have shown my clubs already. We have done this. And speaking of clubs, my clubs will be starting pretty soon. They will start in September, probably third week, a little later than normal this year. However, I wanted to let you know that we are limiting the people per session. So there will only be, even though we still want to get a group of 10 people, 8 minimum for our club. Hi, Sandy Becker. I want to make sure that everybody is safe this year. We don't know what's up with COVID yet, and with the flu season looming along with COVID, I am taking extra precautions, minimized groups. There is sanitizer out at the tables. Everything is cleaned before you come. And if that still scares you a little bit, then you can do the club virtually. I'm starting to get things all set up for that. So, let me see if I can get the spinner game in here. It's actually on my laptop, so I'm going to have to slide it in. All right, I think we've got that there. So, if you guys are ready, I'm going to spin and see. Oh, I should show you what, this is last week's gift. As I said last week, they are the 2020, 2022, that's hard to say, in color enamel dots. I love these little things. I have lots of my own, because I fell in love with these new in colors. So this is last week's prize. So let's do a spin for that. And let me get this going here, and then we'll see who wins. Dawn won the week before that. So there we go. We'll see who wins them. Oh my Dawn, you are a double winner. We have a winner, and it's Dawn. So I will do this every Tuesday, and I will get some fun stuff out here later to show you what you can win, and how you can join in the fun is making sure that you leave a comment. Like I said, say hello. Let me know where you're from. Last week we had Bonnie from Montana. So hopefully we can get some more people in here today. Say hello. in the comment box, that's how you're going to win the prize. So I've talked about the clubs, and our technique tonight is watercolor stamping with the acrylic blocks. So I think we should just get started. As you can see, I am using festive corners again. If you follow my blog, you know I've been sharing that a lot lately. It's a cute little set to work with, and I'm having fun with it. So hopefully you can too. All right. I have lots of paper here, so I'm just going to grab some of my cardstock, and we'll start with a smaller one here. And we're going to go with this size block. And I'm actually going to color right on the block. So this is one of the two techniques that you can use when watercoloring with the acrylic blocks. I am going to start, and it really doesn't matter which color you start with. You will, however, want to start with the brush tip. And when working with your brush tips, always go on the side and never use your tips unless you're lightly putting something down there. But I don't necessarily go all the way out to my edges. I leave a little back and I kind of stripe this through. All right, now I'm going to do that is pumpkin pie, by the way. And now I'm going to do the granny apple green, and watch me do this left-handed, trying to make room. And I'm going to put a little strip through here and here just to kind of mix that up a little bit, but not too much. You can see on some of these I'm going out to the edge, and some I am not going all the way out. You want this, by the way, to be a watercolor technique. No two will ever look alike, and that's the fun part. So it's one of those techniques that you're just going to play with, have a lot of fun. You'll need a block and some markers, and I use the spritzer, and you can see I have mine written with water on it. That's because I also have an alcohol one that I like to do techniques with alcohol. So we're going to take that cover off. You also notice that I draw a little arrow on mine. That is so I accidentally don't squirt myself. And yes, that does happen. All the fun in stamping, right? Okay, so I'm just putting this in here so it doesn't get all over my work area. And we're just going to give it, I would say, 3 to 5 squirts, depending on how juicy you really want this. The more water you have on, the more watercolor it's going to look, but it also has a little more, less control. So you see that going down? All right. Now watch that soak up. I'm going to give that a little twist. And it kind of looks like fall or Halloween, doesn't it? This, by the way, is just our regular Whisper White paper. I find it the easiest to use. It, what can I say, absorbs. It absorbs a lot quicker than, let's say, the shimmer paper. Ooh, that takes a long time to shimmer. Hi, Kathy Demon. I see you're watching. I can't always see everybody's name pop up, but every now and then I can. All right. If you're going to stamp right away, you're going to want to heat set it with your heat tool. So you're going to get that out. If you're making a lot of these, once you create a design, then you can just leave them set up and dry. For those of you who are watching, make sure you put a comment below in the comment section. Say hello. Tell me what you like about the technique. I know some of you have been in my stamp clubs and have done this technique already. So say anything you want. It'll get you in the drawing for next week's prize. All right. Another reason why I like to just let that air dry is so you don't get this curly cue. So anyways, because it gets a little more difficult to stamp when you have it so curly. So we're going to do this and just kind of flatten it out. Boy, I use my acrylic blocks for a lot of things, don't I? I use it a lot like a bone folder. Okay, so again, we're going to use the festive corners, and I'm grabbing that fun little spider web. Like I said on my blog, I bought this thing to decorate my envelopes, but I am having so much more fun with it than just doing envelopes. So we got our little spider web here, so we're just going to add this here. Put that down, and you can start creating your card. So simple, so fun. What I like about acrylic stamps is, don't get me wrong, I love my Stamparatus, and you're going to see why on my other card, that, what was I going to say now? Anyways, the acrylic blocks are so easy for just eyeballing everything. Red rubber I like too, but not as easy to get straight. Oh, look at that. Yes. So this is basically my card. I'll trim this down, and then I will make something fun with it. But right now we're going to set that aside, and I'll show you finished cards later. Then I'm going to show you a second way to use your watercolor technique on blocks. The second way is to just use your full ink pads. This is going to be a lot bolder, and you can put as much or as little on as you want. Again, now this one is going to go way out to the corners. This is our granny apple green and our pumpkin pie. I thought I'd stick with the same colors tonight. And again, I flipped that open like a makeup case. Just don't do your nails right before you start twisting these open, because they don't, wet nails and ink pads don't get along real good. Okay, so now I'm just going to tap this on there and maybe put a little striping through there. How's that? Get creative, have fun. This is a fun technique, and it's just playing around with your blocks. We have, 8 different sizes, so you can just go crazy. Do long ones, skinny ones, big ones. I will be doing a background next. So, my water spritzer. I'm going to give that one more squirt. Again, it's all up to you. If you only want 3 squirts, do 3. Flip it. Watch this absorb. Wow. This is crazy. Pull that off. Let it dry. That has a nice color balance to it. Here's the first one I tried. This is what it looks like when it dries. It lightens up a bit, and this one you're going to get that nice frame, so take advantage of that and cut that out and decorate as you wish. In fact, stop by my blog tomorrow, because I will be highlighting a card with this. I'm not showing you this one tonight. You got to come over to my blog. And that is just Linda's Stampin' Escape. So you Google that, you'll find me either on Facebook or on my blog. All right. We are going to remove our spider web because this will be our next one. We are going to do a quick background. Looks like Linda needs to clean her blocks off. All right, so on this one, you can do multiple colors. You don't have to stick with 2. You can do 3. 3 is fun. 4 is even better. So we are going to start on this one with the Balmy Blue. Same way, we're going to start with this tip and on the side, not all the way out to the edges. You can, but we want to give this a nice watercolor look. So some will go out to the edges, some won't. All right. And the more you lay down, the more color you'll get. Now we're going to go to Pool Party. We're going to draw a little bit of that Pool Party up into the Balmy Blue. And then we're going to do about a quarter of this. And then we're going to bring in Coastal Cabana. You can see I'm just putting little strips through there. And then I'm bringing this down. Leave about a quarter left over. And then we're going into Pear Pizzazz. I haven't used that color for a while, but it worked really nice with these colors. So I'm going to do heavy on the bottom here because that actually is going to be my grass. And I'm going to blend in a little bit of this and get a little heavy down on the bottom. All right, so let's get our markers out of the way. Get our little pad in here. Can you see the colors a little better? Now we're going to spritz. I got to tell you, myself really likes that little arrow on there because I can't tell you how many times I've squirted myself or someone else. Not much appreciated by them, mind you. All right, ready? See that? Let me move that up just a hair. And then we're going to drop it. And look at what that does. Ooh, so pretty. Let it soak in. Again, if you're doing multiples, you'll want that to dry. Otherwise, you can heat set it with the heat gun. Drying will take away some of that curliness. Let me just bring this over. Now for our next stamp set, oh, I think I hid it under my computer. I'm sorry. I just had to do that spin gate. I just thought that was too much fun. Okay. So some of you recognize this stamp set. Maybe all of you do. It was one of my favorites. The Dandelion Wishes. Still love this set. Let me know if you have this one or not. If you don't, it should be on your wish list. All right. So once mine dried, I stamped on it. And I did, because I knew I was cutting off, especially because I had a little blunder over there, which my stampers know there is no such thing as a mistake, only an opportunity to embellish. So just cut that off and then just stamp that. And then you'll notice here my little sending well wishes your way. Well, I didn't use my Stamparatus. And I was kind of sorry. So this one I like, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe that'll just be my sample card. Don't we all have those? But once I put it in the Stamparatus, I stamped it 3 times so it would get nice and dark. Now, the greeting is the focal point. The watercoloring, I mean, isn't that beautiful? And you just saw how easy it was. You color a block, you spritz it with water, and you drop it onto a piece of paper. That is it. And these are your results. Colors in here are the same as my markers. It is the Balmy Blue, which I embossed, with the subtle folder. And then the mossy, I almost said mossy meadow, with the Pear Pizzazz. But so soft and so pretty. This technique is just fun, fun, fun. And you can do any colors, any season, any holiday. Just wanted to show you my little trick or treat one that I did with my spider web. So this one here, he's still doing pretty good. So I embossed the spider web. There's that Granny Apple Green. I love it for Halloween. It just pops. Gets you hungry for caramel apples, doesn't it? So then I layered this on Granny Apple Green and the pumpkin pie. And there's our card. So quick and easy. I didn't trim a lot of that one off. I like the white on there. It makes everything pop. And then here is our dandelion wishes. So pretty, so easy. And then that is with the marker technique. And then these are the ink pad technique. So the ink pads on the blocks and then the spritzing. So again, you're going to have to come over to my blog tomorrow and I'll show you what I came up with this one. Can't show you everything at one night. It wouldn't be so much fun. So I hope that you are leaving comments. I'm looking for a special little gift to give away today. And since we did the in colors last week, we are going to do the holiday rhinestones. They are so pretty. So make sure you comment. If you missed me at 6 o'clock and you watched the replay, make sure you put replay in there. And again, let me know where you're from, as long as you comment and watch the video, I would love to hand out more prizes. I see Jenny is watching and Peggy and Kelly. Hello, everybody. I am so glad you joined me today. And if you have any questions about this technique, or how I did this, write them in the comments. I'll get back to you by tomorrow and I will answer those myself. Again, this will be the drawing and I kind of like doing it to kick off our Tuesday. So next week, Tuesday, we'll see who wins this. How does that sound? And then meet me on my blog and I will show you what I'm doing with the ink pad technique. But these are 2 watercolor techniques. So I kind of miss talking to everybody in person. That's why I like the clubs. They will be starting soon. So hopefully we can get together. Also watch for new upcoming classes. I'll be doing some classes. And get this. I miss doing my retreats. I had to cancel my spring and my fall, and there are tears in my eyes as I say that, because those are 2 of my favorite events of the year. So I am working on a virtual retreat. Won't be the same warm and fuzzies and games and stuff that we do and camaraderie that we have at our retreats, but it'll be the same stamping and I'll have games and prizes, and we'll just gather virtually, if anything else. And I will keep you posted on all that. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I'm try not to keep these too long, maybe about a half an hour. Don't want to drag these on and bore everybody. So I appreciate you stopping and checking out my live tonight. I'll be here every Tuesday, and we'll talk further. You guys have a good night. And again, thanks for stopping by. See you next Tuesday. Wait, I will see you tomorrow on my blog. Have a good night. Thank you.